I came a little late. I ain't even gonna lie, but I see the prompt, and I mean anybody that believes in the God of the Bible or the Torah or the Quran is going to say yes. I mean, well, not anybody some people are ignorant, more ignorant people are going to say no, but it's going to say yes because it literally talks about how God has God created evil for the good of man. I don't know how that works, or like free will or whatever, all that other good stuff. Like, yeah,
Oh, okay,
if
yeah, you answered the question on the screen. Okay.
yeah, maybe I came a little late in something because I heard something about African deities and stuff like that, and I was like, I believe that was Hurt that said that, but I mean, I missed out because I mean I was doing my thing.
Well, I look at it like this. I mean, before you can put blame on something, you have to nail down that what you're trying to blame actually exists to do anything. And so far, all we doing is making claims. We
So
have I
my
didn't
my
see.
my my initial statement, I came in. I said, if you believe in the God of the Torah, the Bible, or the Quran, you would say yes. That's
I
what my
wasn't talking
initial
about.
thing.
I wasn't talking about you. I'm talking about
Oh,
the whole conversation. You
okay.
can't put blame on something if you haven't proven it can do anything in the first place.
I think the idea is like almost an internal critique though.
So my thing is okay, and I'm going to step. I'm going to step out of the literal Abrahamic religion for 1 second. I'm still. I mean, what I'm going to say is, whoever created everything is the one who created evil. That's just that simple.
Do you have to do it? Does it have to be a created thing to create evil? Can evil stand on its own?
No,
Really?
it has to, evil
So
came
when
into
so when
existence.
you so when you
Okay,
so when
okay.
you
So hear me
so when
out.
you go so when you go and smack somebody in the face, it's not you doing it, it's somebody else doing it.
No, 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 no. You don't understand what I'm saying. Evil comes into existence. So, if okay, let's say there was nothing before the beginning. Let's say this. Okay, there was nothing before the beginning, and then the beginning came. There was no evil at that time.
I'm pretty sure it
Evil
was.
came.
I'm pretty sure it was.
So you're saying evil was what created the universe? That's
I
exactly.
didn't say that. I didn't say that. Let's be clear here. Let's
So you
be
say,
clear
oh,
here.
so
We're
you're
talking
saying
about
that evil simultaneously came with the universe.
what I'm saying is
Hold
this.
on. You're saying one or the other. You're either saying,
You're not letting
and
me explain it. You're not letting
no,
me
you made a
explain it.
statement, and I'm
And I'm
asking you,
trying
is
to
that
I'm
what you're
trying
saying
to
or not?
validate. I'm trying to validate the statement, but you want to sidetrack.
What? Go ahead. Go ahead. Make your
You,
delusional conclusion.
you're
Then.
trying to say that evil and good are being created, right? So
I didn't.
how can you start one and not the other? How come they both don't exist at the
Okay.
same
Okay.
time?
Okay. I said that evil came into existence. If whoever created everything, created evil because he brought it into existence. Or
So
at
you
this
have to
time,
so you have to create good and evil. They just can't just exist and stand on their own. It had to be something to create both or one or the other.
I I'm gonna go to another. I'm gonna call it a religious concept, but yeah, religious concept. Do you know anything about Taoism?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you I do or not.
Yeah, because a lot of people know only about the Bible and the Torah and the Quran because they want to chastise the Abrahamic religion. But still, in Taoism, you have yin, you have yang. One cannot exist without the other, and then you
It
have
goes
the
right back to what I
Bagua.
just said.
Hold on, let me finish. Let me
how can
finish.
they
Let me
both
explain
exist
to
at
you.
the same time? Why did they got both want to be created before the other? How come they can't both exist at the same time without a thing creating them?
So can I say something? Since it sounds like y'all both talking past each other when y'all basically talking about the same thing, kind of from how I'm looking at it. As I said earlier, from an African perspective, the concept of evil would be is a primordial force. It's already in existence. It started from the beginning, before the universe existed. It's like when in Kemet, when they talk about Nu, that primordial water, the potential of everything to exist in the universe was already in Nu. So so evil would be already in Nu. It would already be there, that potential, that force. So it's not like well, it's like you said, you know what I'm saying? It's coming into existence because, you know what I'm saying, the good and evil concepts have to, you can't have one without the other. But
Exactly.
you gotta think of it like,
Well,
it's not like
actually,
it's not like code. If you have
that's
code, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you creating code. Well, code is just the absence of heat. And so with the absence of Mayat, you're going to have this concept. You're going to have Isfet, this chaotic, this disorder that's going on. So it's not like the creator created it. It's just that it comes about when Mayat is not there. You know what I'm saying? When Nomo is not there to keep the order around. It's just something that comes about.
I think there's a problem with that you're kind of giving evil and good kind of ontological equivalency, and they clearly don't have that in reality. Like, this isn't like a yin and yang situation as to how it relates to reality. And the reason you know that is because you can define something as good just by on merit of it being good. However, you cannot define something as evil without referencing something good. This means good is ontologically primary. This means that good by itself can rest independent, while evil requires good to define itself. So there's not an equivalent ontology here. One is reliant upon the other. You can absolutely have good without evil. You cannot have evil without good.
So good is primary for who?
Wait, hold up. Prove it.
I mean, prove it. Like, define anything that is good. Do you have to reference evil to define it as good, or can you just name something that's good?
You have to, as well, you have to reference evil to define something that's good.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You can just say something that's good. You don't need to reference any kind of evil. Like, helping people is good, right?
Do
I need to
But
reference?
hurting people is bad.
Exactly. But the only way I can say hurting people is bad is because I understand what good is. If I didn't understand what good was, I wouldn't be able to say it's bad. I, however, can say any number of
And if you
things
don't
are good
understand what bad is,
without
you
any
can't
reference to
understand what
evil.
good is.
Yeah, that means you had to have something to tell you what good is. You just ain't coming up
That
with
is
the
true.
shit on your
That's
own.
why we need transcendental categories, or else there is no such thing as good.
Okay. So from, and I'm going to go back to the monotheistic religion. In the Garden of Eden, the knowledge of good and evil was there. Therefore, it existed. It was created.
You're saying it was created. It could be a transcendental property. That's just coexistent with reality in its nature, just like good and evil are. There's transcendental characteristics to these things that are beyond just our own subjective personal opinion. If it's just all our own subjective personal opinion, there's nothing really that's good or bad.
Well, if and like I said,
If
like I
we're
said, I'm
saying
going
something
back
is
to the
good or bad,
monotheistic belief.
if we're
I said,
saying
if I'm
something
going,
is if we're saying something is good or bad and we don't have an objective reference point, and that's just an opinion. It doesn't mean
well,
anything.
if you really want to get technical, that and people can't deny this. Most people can't deny this. I'm not going to say everybody can't deny this because not everybody grew up in a monotheistic whatever. But most people can't even say that their morals aren't brought up from the, especially people who are born into the Abrahamic religions. They can claim to leave 50 years later, 10 years later, 7, it doesn't really matter. But their origins, their morals, everything that they have been brought up on, have been brought up by what God said was right.
Oh my goodness! Stop it.
I can get into those things,
I
but
mean,
I'm
I
not
don't,
going to.
I don't know. I don't know why anecdotal instances of people's own personal volition as to what they choose to believe means anything at all to this conversation.
Hold on. No. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. God say, don't kill people.
God says beat slaves. How about that?
And God says,
Well,
be
like,
slaves.
why is it that evil has to be a category that needs to be created and not just a byproduct of something that was created? Why does it have this essence to you guys where it has its own kind of independent existence when it clearly is reliant upon the existence of good to even define itself?
It's not even about
It's not
like
a
a
byproduct.
separation.
They exist together because in order for and I go back to the Taoism, and it makes sense because it makes sense with the monotheistic belief that God gave us free will. If
Free will is bunk.
okay, you can say that.
It is.
All right, you can believe that.
I know it.
And I'm not telling you not to believe what you think you know. But what I'm
No,
saying is based off of the monotheistic religion, which I'm going by, and can you please stop cutting me off because it's disrespectful as shit.
You cut me off before when before I even got
I'm
finished.
just asking you to stop
All right,
cutting
let
me
him
off
finish.
because
Yeah,
it's
let him
disrespectful as
finish. Let him
shit, and let me
finish.
finish.
Let him finish.
Yeah, you do be cutting people off in the back, but go ahead and finish because it's still not rude for other people to cut you off just because you did it. But you do be doing it, just so you know. But go ahead.
All right. I don't. But I don't know. Okay. Okay. Free will. If God, if all things were, if we were only programmed to do good, or if all things were only good, then we would not have the option to do wrong, to do evil. I'm not saying it's right to do evil. I'm just saying free will gives you the choice to do good or evil.
Say you land your plane when you do.
I'm like.
I'm not rushing you. I would just sometimes you take long pauses and it's hard to tell. Even I was about to
No.
jump.
I landed. I'm right in my ass face. I landed right in my there.
So
PWI right here.
I'm gonna say this.
I just want to say how you doing, DJ. That's
Hey,
all
hold
I
on.
want to say. It's Oculus.
Before you go, DJ Genesis,
Oculus is
everybody listening, please do me a favor and share this live so everybody can get a bite of this. And we are going to hold the bat to the rules that he asked for. He asked that nobody cut him off. So now we're going to make sure that he doesn't get to do it either.